Yo, how's it going, guys? This is Chopper bringing you some a marvelous Thursday, episode 91, I guess it is.
Yep, 91.
Yep. Oh boy, we got some interesting things to talk about, but it's not long and stuff, and talk about some very funny things that happened basically and stuff. So hopefully we'll get through this and stuff. Hopefully we should be fine today and stuff. Um, some interesting shit has going on and stuff. We got Netflix decided to go the cuties route again. I didn't think they will do that again. Fuck, man. Fuck me, man. So we get to make poke fun of that and stuff. Then James Bond has been trampled with again. I don't think James Bond is resurrected for shit, honestly and stuff. Then Indiana Jones. We got the cost of Indiana Jones in the Dial of Destiny now, West. And then we got to possibly report that Sweet Baby Inc. might not even been on the Wolverine project, which is some hope right there and stuff. And then we got a rumor for the Star Wars Starfighter movie, and can't wait to talk about that. Then we got to talk about Xbox Game Pass, which was brought up to me while I was playing Black Ops 7. So I guess we might as well cover it and stuff. So I'm the host, Chopper Wardog008, and this is the co-host.
Westonios, and oh boy, Chopper, what a week this has been.
Yep. It's interesting stuff. So what do you want to talk about? We want to go ahead and get the Xbox Game Pass topic out the way first?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So Xbox, so during this week and stuff, Xbox has basically stated that they're going to have a price hike in their Game Pass. Now, as I discussed back on my Black Ops 7 beta stream and stuff, that is a move that is going to blow up in their face. It's going to fall flat on their face, fall flat on his ass. They're going to have to backtrack and stuff and lower the prices again. Because number one, this is your only hope at this point and stuff. This is a company that is literally losing if there's even a console war at this point. Losing the console war. People are mostly getting PlayStation or Nintendo. Or PC, or just playing the PC. Nowadays and stuff. Like very few people play the Xbox nowadays. I'm one of them and stuff because why? Because I actually somehow I had money to blow and stuff, and that's why. And I have basically all the consoles, so I can literally switch back and forth. That's the only people that will truly care about the Xbox, right? But Xbox is kind of in the gutter, and I'm sure that. And guess what? So yeah, the backlash they're receiving is that now that the Game Pass is now $30 a month.
And they're raising this on every single one of their tiers.
Yep, so I think that's gonna move to $11 a month for the essential, right? Premium might be 15, no, actually 16, might be 16 for premium. 15 or 16 and stuff. I'm just taking shitty guesses here. And we already know about the ultimate that it's going to be $30 a month and stuff. Now that's the one I have and stuff. But what I'm doing is that I'm going to see if they fucking backtrack on that shit before I decide to, either downgrade or just get rid of it in general and stuff. Because like I said, I was a fan of the idea. And I was like, okay, maybe all the shitty games and stuff, might make content off of it and stuff because it's free basically, right? So I was like, okay, why not? And stuff, and maybe play some games that I liked. So I was with the idea and stuff, but y'all decided y'all wanted some more money and that corporate greed again and stuff, so y'all did this. So I don't know if I want to keep it now. So I'm waiting for this stuff because, like I said, I think what's going to happen is this. This backlash is unbelievable right now and stuff because as we speak, West, as we speak, people were canceling in mass.
Oh yeah, they were doing this so much they crashed the site to cancel.
And this is evidence from somebody that that was trying to cancel their shit. This is what happened. You will get an error for trying to cancel this stuff. So I don't even think you can cancel it right now. So because it crashed the hell out of it and stuff. So good job, Xbox. Not only you ran away your diehard fans and stuff, but your sites ain't even working no more. What a way to kill your business stuff. So my theory is this for Xbox and stuff. They ain't gonna be able to sustain this backlash, Wes. I say I'll give it about a couple of months, and the prices are going back down again. So they have to be absolute complete fools to think that they can sustain something like this. They can't. Well, you can say that, okay, well, Microsoft, they're the richest people in the company and stuff. That doesn't mean anything and stuff. We got people in masses canceling their shit. They're trying to promote a game console that they want to continue to make and stuff. I say after this generation is done with the Xbox and PS5 and stuff, they got one more console, and then that's it. And stuff. I gotta ask you, what you think? You think they got one more console and that's it?
I don't even think they got that because I also heard that a little birdie told me that they want to put ads when you stream games now. 2 minutes of ads.
Okay, now so that right there is just going to fucking kill. Okay, then that right there, you telling me that would actually change my answer right there and stuff. That yeah, there's gonna be no more Xboxes after this one. Wow. That is sad. Well, I guess going forward, I guess I gotta buy me a Nintendo Switch too, shouldn't I?
At least stay on PlayStation for a little while.
Well, I have a PlayStation, of course. And stuff. PlayStation ain't going nowhere. But wow, that is sad and stuff. I didn't even hear about that story, Wes.
Oh yeah.
Wow, who is running things at Microsoft right now? Like, y'all need to fire this person. Let's look it up and stuff. Maybe we can probably get a little crew. This woman is running your shit? That would explain it, Wes. Sarah Bond. Oh my god. Yeah, congratulations, Sarah Bond and stuff. This business decision is going to get Xbox literally screwed.
Yeah, just found it. Just found a link that I just sent. Let
me see this shit. Oh, here we go. So here we go. Update. We got a little update. I wish I had a soundboard for the update. Here's the update right here. So, but Microsoft is reportedly testing approximately 2 minutes of ads before a game is playable on its yet to be announced free version of the Xbox Cloud PC, Cloud Gaming for PC, Xbox consoles, handheld devices, and the web. Wow.
Imagine wanting to boot up stream a game of like Forza or something, then you have to sit through 2 minutes of ads about crap you don't care about.
Just imagine GTA 6 when GTA 6 gets out and stuff. You're about to go in and do rob a house and stuff. Next thing you know, an ad pops up. Microsoft, you need. This is why I say this is not. This is why I'm going to continue to go with the fact this is not substantial stuff. They cannot do this and stuff because if they do this, this shit will hurt. It basically will lowball them and stuff. It's basically like a WWE superstar just lowballing them, right? You're going to get lowballed, and it's going to hurt. So if I was you, Xbox and Microsoft and stuff, I would fire her if she's over here making the decisions. I feel like that's what it's going to. Or backtrack on this shit, backtrack on it and stuff, so that way and lower the prices for Game Pass because your Game Pass idea is actually a smart idea, you know, because people ain't got money and stuff. So like you got to take into consideration. That means the poor people can still play the games because all they're doing is just paying for something cheap and stuff. And you got to take into consideration. It's like, okay, you know, at least Game Pass is working because, well, at least Happy knows that, you know, can afford a game or something like that because these games are fucking expensive. Then you want to add that on and then you want to add this on? I don't see this lasting long, West.
Nope.
I really don't see this stuff. So, yeah, Microsoft's in a shitter with this one and stuff. I mean, they have a lot of money and stuff, but their days in gaming, I see them like if they even make it past this gaming generation into the next one and stuff. I say I'm being generous. At generous, it's going to be one more console. And if we're looking at if they stick with this idea, there ain't going to be no next console. It's just going to be the PS6 and whatever Nintendo has planned in the future. And PC. That's it. So what a fucking joke that whole thing is and stuff. Is like what a fucking joke that is. Now we get to talk about Disney, West.
Of course we do.
Disney, man. Disney. I lost all faith in this fucking Star Wars Starfighter movie. I really thought. Where's the game at? Because I own it. I really thought that maybe we might have something here for this movie and stuff. It's actually fun fact. I own the game that has the and fun fact. There's a game that is in the Star Wars game. Oh shit. Give it a second. Oh damn, that glare. Whoa. My camera sucks. Let's see. Can you see that, Wes?
Yeah, but I don't think the people can see it because you turned off your display capture.
Huh?
Because you turned off your display capture.
Yeah. No, they can. It's focused on my camera though. Yeah, this. They share the same name of this game. Now you think, Wes. You think they'll base it around this classic game and stuff? Star Wars Starfighter, right?
Yeah, you'd think.
This game was actually well received, well done. I thought I used to play the hell out of this one and stuff. That's how I met my favorite starship, the Nabel N1 Starfighter. Was this game right here? I had fun memories of it and stuff. Fun memories. Such a fun game. I even had a Star Wars Starfighter guidebook and stuff. I was a big fan. This is how I was introduced to Star Wars and stuff. So you would think Disney would be like, you know, if we're naming it after that movie, so maybe we should follow that video game that they made years ago and stuff back and stuff. But I forget that anything in the expanded universe, Disney threw in the trash. Wes, you forgot about that, right? Yeah, they did.
Yeah, pretty much. They're like, we're gonna throw away this old canon with a lot of good stories and intriguing plot lines, and make our own. Surely nothing wacky or uncharacteristic will go wrong with that.
Yeah. So Disney, it began with United Creative to begin with, because that name's already been taken. Taken, by the way, because this video game was created in the expanded universe and stuff. If you were smart enough, you would do the movie based around this and stuff, and probably make something of it and stuff. Introduce us to Naboo, so you can start telling stories around Naboo and stuff. I mean, I think there's already been some stories in Naboo, that already happened. I think back in the early 2000s stuff. I don't really know. I think it's already been a thing and stuff. But you can tell a story about this part of Naboo and stuff, of Rise Dalos. And I think the green guy was Nim. I think his name was Nim, and Vanna Sage. Why we can't get a story like that, Wes? And
Because that would be a good story, Chopper.
Yeah.
Why would they make a good story with a kid?
Oh, by the way, Vanna Sage looks like she's either black or fucking mixed or something. Something that they've been advocating for, right? What a waste. And so, but very fun game and stuff. So, guess what? It has nothing to do with this fucking game. What a waste. I really thought that we was gonna get this game was gonna turn into a movie finally. I was like, because I was down for it. I was like, hell yeah, I'll go see Star Wars Starfighter. I used to play the shit out of this game. No, you want to know what the movie's gonna be about instead, Wes? Will be about Mara Jade, Luke Skywalker's son, and Rey.
Why?
Why is the real question. Why? This is the same thing that Marvel's doing with Yelena right now. Like, y'all keep trying to push this character. Well, the thing is, Marvel's switching the women around and stuff to try to make a woman the center of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and stuff. That's what they're doing and stuff. So they try to find other women to see they take over stuff. Because remember, they tried that with Miss Marvel. Nobody wanted it. So they're like, okay, then we're going to try Captain Marvel. Nobody wanted that. Okay, then we're going to move to Yelena. Nobody still doesn't want that. And Star Wars is like, here, hold my beer, Marvel. We're gonna try it with our one and only Rey, because we have nobody else. Y'all haven't even made a movie in about 6 years. The Mandalorian and Grogu, which I highly doubt is even a fucking movie and stuff. That what it looked like. It looked like just an ordinary episode of The Mandalorian. So I don't even think that's going to even do anything. I don't even think it's going to even break even. And then Pedro Pascal's in there. Oh yeah, we need more Pedro, don't we, Wes?
Yep.
So yeah, that's definitely going to go well and stuff. Yeah, good luck to you there, stuff. But yeah, you guys were thinking it's going to be based off the video game, you could go ahead and give your hopes up right now. That's some wishful thinking and stuff. Only if now I would say this: if George Lucas never gave that project away, that probably would have happened, right? The galaxy far, far away be heading into a direction fewer fans ever expected and stuff. Yes, I'm one of those and stuff because I was expecting the video game did become a movie. According to a new rumor, Starfighter, the upcoming Star Wars film from Shawn Levy, and Shawn Levy of all people and stuff. Probably because he's been held behind a barrier by Kathleen Kennedy. That's what I feel like, Wes. Like this, they got him locked. Like he probably wanted to make the video based off the video game, and then Kathleen Kennedy came to him with the notes and was like, "But we had to have something to do with Rey and stuff." And then Shawn Levy's like, "Oh, I can already see that happening." Because Shawn Levy is the guy that made Deadpool Wolverine and stuff. And guess what? We take a look at Deadpool Wolverine. And Deadpool Wolverine made $1 billion at the box office, West. Mighty funny. So, to me, this looks like y'all forced this guy to do this shit and stuff. He probably thought he was getting himself into something. And then you gave him the middle finger salute. Starring Ryan Gosling and Amy Adams, may revolve around Mara Jade from the Here we go with the female stuff again. That's not been done to death before, right?
Yep.
From the expanded universe? The expanded universe! This game is based around that! That's not... What the fuck are they doing anymore? Attempting to get Luke Skywalker's son to none other than Rey. I get it. Boring. It should be noting that it's only a rumor stuff. Yeah, that's only a rumor stuff. But don't put it past for a second. Don't leave it to Kathleen Kennedy to make that rumor a truth. Just look at the acolyte. And so let's see what they said. Let's see what they said on the rumor says and stuff. Okay, I'm feeling a bit better, but honestly, I still can't believe this is happening. It's true that I've been hearing Rey's the centerpiece of the future for Star Wars content for years. Oh my god! But I also know not everyone over there is thinking that's a good idea. No, it's not a good idea. You think that this character is going to get your best bet to put this character back in is just she's a villain. But I forget Kathleen Kennedy doesn't want women to be villains, right? It is shocking to me that the entire plot of Starfighter is basically a premiere to get the new Force-sensitive character to Rey. Like, that's too much, man. Ultimately, the reason I hate this because it's not organic. Like, there is just zero chance Shawn Levy was sitting around thinking of a movie that led to. That's the same thing I said right there. That's the same thing I said. I looked at this and I'm like, there's no way Shawn Levy was like, yeah, I'm down with this and stuff. After seeing him make $1 billion with Deadpool Wolverine and stuff, I highly doubt it. He was probably thinking of the game. which would have had people moving to the theaters. And stuff. I like this right here. This is a a corporation to try and prop up and fix the character they created. This is about building a bridge from the sequels to more movies. Don't make me laugh. Sean's movie could still be awesome, but Star Wars should be more than this. That's what I'm saying. If you left out Rey, this movie could probably still be good. But no, we keep forgetting that this is Disney that we're dealing with here and stuff that can care less about entertainment and stuff and loves to push females onto us that we don't even like. So Sean Levi might be wasting his time with this one and stuff because he probably knows that it's a done deal. Poor guy. Sean Levi could have been doing something else. Wow.
Could have been doing something good.
Yeah, could have been doing something that he could have been making us another Marvel movie. And had Ryan Reynolds with him and stuff. Honestly, I think Sean Levi should stay with Deadpool and stuff, continue making Deadpool movies and stuff. Because like I said, if he made this one, just imagine what he could do with Deadpool and Wolverine. Honestly, I would give Sean Levi anything to do with Wolverine and Deadpool in it. Then this man can make us a movie and stuff. Because if this turned out all right, it's like, holy shit. And let's see what else. So yeah, that's basically. But here's the kicker though, and so uh, I would say this though. Maybe Murray J might be received well, right?
Yep.
But I think when they see Rey on screen, I think everybody's gonna be like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm sorry, Amy Adams, you made a great Murray J, but we cannot simply support this movie because Rey is there." That's how I feel like the comments will be and stuff. So I feel like this movie's gonna be good until the very end. Is being designed as a bridge using beloved EU characters to try to prop up a deeply
beloved EU characters, huh?
So let me get this straight, because I'm still trying to process it. So let me get this straight, Disney. You're gonna prop up characters that we want to see for the fucking nothing Rey, that nobody likes. Basically, the kid that nobody ever liked and stuff. She just sat in the back of the classroom. Nobody paid attention to her. Nobody cared about her and stuff. And then when she tried to give her 2 cents in, everybody would just glare at her and stuff. And she just goes back and just hides. That's basically what you're doing. Huh. Either that's gonna be a dumb move by Disney, or it's gonna work. And then when the word of mouth gets out, people are just gonna be like, "Nah, I'm not gonna go see this movie." Because, like I said, the movie could be good. It's just the final part that when they have to see fucking Daisy Ridley show up, they just gonna be like, "Yeah, fuck that." If the rumor holds true, Amy Adams as Mara Jade could finally give the fans a payoff they've wanted for decades. But attaching her introduction to Rey risk undermining the entire movie. Instead of celebrating the return of Legends lore, audiences may view it as another corporate attempt to force feed a character that the fan base has rejected. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Like, you're gonna give us characters that we wanted and stuff for the sake of Rey. Only because Rey has to exist and stuff because they exist now. So if Rey doesn't exist, they ain't canon. It's not like anything Disney Star Wars has been doing anything is canon to me anyways. I already said that anything that's in the sequel trilogy, maybe except for a few outliers and stuff, has not been canon. Star Wars should be bigger than a corporate patchwork meant to justify their past mistakes, but fans want fresh, bold storytelling and not an exercise in damage control. That is sad. That is really sad.
Yeah.
This remains firmly a movement category, but if Amy Adams truly is Mara Jade in Starfighter, then Lucasfilm is playing with some of the most beloved elements of the Star Wars expanded universe. The question is, will they honor it or squander it to make another effort to make Rey the face of this franchise? I think they're going to squander it. You think you're going to get,
Yep.
like, you crazy? You think you're going to get a Star Wars expanded universe after all the shit Disney's done? Hell no. It can still happen, but what you got to do is you got to fire everybody in fucking Lucasfilm. You got to, because as long as this character's there, there ain't gonna be no good Star Wars movies.
Yeah, not a single damn one.
Yep. As much as this sound like a good idea at heart, right? That you finally brought it. You brought the expanded universe in here and stuff. But what's it to it? It's like you basically it's a bait and switch. It's basically to me it's a facade.
Yeah, that's gonna go well for you.
Yep. Just wait till people wake up and see it's a facade and stuff. Ain't nobody going to see that movie. I say I'll give it about 2 weeks of of them having good returns or like good box office stuff. Then when they find out what that good shit that good storytelling they actually had and it leads to, they're gonna be like, oh nope, don't go see this movie because you're gonna get disappointed. Good job, Disney. You know how to ruin it for anybody. But
And
Wes,
if you throw, oh boy,
go ahead.
good God. Well, I was just about to say, God damn it, I lost my train of thought.
Oh shit.
Hang on, it's back.
All right.
But yeah, if you want to use Legends to try and boost Rey up, if you thought people hated the sequel trilogy and Rey before, oh, it's gonna be even worse for you.
Yep. As long as Kathleen Kennedy is there and stuff, they nothing changed. Like anybody thinking that something's gonna be done because Sean Levi's on the project is dead wrong. Like I said, Kathleen Kennedy has full control and stuff. She could basically tell Sean Levi to fuck off if she wanted to. I'm not blaming Sean Levi for something that he probably didn't even consent to. He was probably, because like I said, all he was probably going to do was probably going to give us a good movie and stuff that had nothing to do with anything sequel trilogy or something or anything to do with Rey and be done with it and stuff. But since Kathleen Kennedy had to input her dumb 2 cents in for her little little jerk off character that she loves fingering herself too nowadays because her husband can't please her nowadays. We're gonna get something that relates to Ray. That's all there is to it. Wes, we might have some good news about this. So this is an article that came out back in April 2nd, 2025. Oh, the anniversary of the destruction of Stonehenge. Nice. Um, but there's rumors. I think there was a rumor going around, West, that Sweet Baby Inc. got dropped from Sony as a gaming giant cancels several projects with SBI involvement and stuff. So could this mean that they got dropped from Wolverine?
Let's hope so.
I will hope so, man. Like I said, that the footage that they showed us for Wolverine looked fucking awesome. I mean, I can say this for certain that at least Logan looks great, right?
Yeah.
Of course, they're gonna get him down and stuff. The only thing that people questioned was Jean Grey. Was Jean Grey and Mystique? Those I don't know. I don't know about those two. But other than that and stuff, I think looking past this stuff, Wolverine could be a good game and stuff. But the real question is these guys gone from the project? Because if these guys are gone from the project, I think Marvel's Wolverine has a chance, West.
Yep.
You could just see us getting some straight X-Men action. Because I think I know where this is going. So since they brought in two other X-Men characters and stuff, we might be seeing a whole X-Men team up in Marvel's Wolverine and stuff. So I think that's kind of cool that you're going to bring in the X-Men in that game and stuff. And I think you're going to be able to play as Jean Grey and Mystique and stuff. But that's fine with me. I'm not complaining about that. See, it's better than playing as Mary Jane with that stun gun, right?
Yeah.
At least now I know I can just go and kick bad guy's ass. That's other X-Men and stuff. Here, hey, I'll take that. That's a win right there. It's been a long time coming, but it looks like the industry may be finally waking up. According to a verified insider speaking with the Golf to Therapy YouTube channel, Sony has allegedly begun canceling contracts specifically involving controversial narrative consulting firm Sweet Baby Inc. It's about damn time somebody's in there. It's like, oh shit, we need to be making good games.
Yeah, we're not making money here.
The insider, who has provided accurate information to Golf to Therapy's host, Master TDS, and the Rival Rating in the past, claims that they weren't random cuts. They were deliberate, targeted terminations of in-development projects that had Sweet Baby embedded in them. Check out the full video exposed in the player below. Well, we could just read about it and stuff, but I'm not going to play the video. But yeah, it's too late for Spider-Man 2 and stuff. I don't think we're getting DLC. They fucking killed that game.
Yeah, that game is dead in the fucking water.
Yep. Kimberly even told a story about starting Sweet Baby Inc. because she was upset that gamers had a choice in their protagonists in titles like Mass Effect 2, citing a desire to have everyone experience her specific choices. Yeah, I would fire you for saying that shit too. See, what games that got the axe? That's what I want to know. Oh, here we go. Sweet Baby SBI God of War project reportedly among the cancellations. According to Gotham Therapy Insider, one of the projects canceled may have been a follow-up to God of War Ragnarok. The source couldn't confirm whether it was DLC, a spin-off, or a full sequel focused on Atreus / Loki. Only that it had a Sweet Baby Inc. attached and that Sony may have pulled the plug. Good. Good. That's a start. Is that a character they included for diversity?
Yeah.
Oh, God. This is significant not only because the franchise importance to Sony, but because Sweet Baby Inc. had already publicly acknowledged involvement in Ragnarok. If the sequel was similarly influenced, its cancellation would be a major blow. A possible clear sign that Sony no longer sees narrative consulting from activist firms as a value add. SBI's involvement in God of War led to race swapping religious figures from Norse pagan mythology. And in a whole lot of Kratos sitting around and reflecting on his toxic behavior. What the they did this to Kratos?
Yeah.
Good, Sony. Good. I'm glad you're finally waking up and seeing it for yourselves. Somebody at Sony finally was like, okay, enough is enough, man. And stuff. Like, I was with this diversity thing for a little bit and stuff, but now y'all talking about toxic masculinity? Get the fuck out of my office. Good lord, man. I cannot believe this. Kratos sitting around reflecting his toxic behavior. What? Why? Because he's a man? He's beating. He's being a badass. That's why we can't be that, Sweet Baby Inc. Similarly, SBI consulted on Spider-Man 2, and we know how much ass that game sucked, didn't we?
Yep.
A game that leaned heavily into social justice causes and identity politics, and hell yes, that was definitely a prime focus in that game. Pissed me off. Even though I didn't show it in the fucking video and stuff, but that's probably because I skipped through the side missions. That's part of what happened. Which much of which focused on cultural appropriation, teen sexual preference. I forgot. Oh my god, this game was worse than I thought. I'm glad I missed the side missions, Dan West. And an entire mission where you play as a black deaf girl in a Spider-Man video game. Which another mission I didn't play because I'm not going to waste my time with shit like this. Side missions usually mean something good. Means that, okay, you can level up your Spider-Man characters to make them better, right? Me, I just simply was like, you know what, fuck it. Whatever happens to me happens. Also, rest in peace, May Parker. There's even a cringe-inducing lines like Harry Osborn proudly stating that he installed a diverse board to keep us on the right track. I don't remember him saying, what the hell? When did he say this? Oh, God.
I made a few changes.
Like what?
Diverted my salary into research projects, installed a diverse board to keep us on the right track, and made
Oh,
sure
this
all
mission.
research
Oh, I didn't catch on to it, West.
Neither did I.
Well, it could mean a number of things, though, but I mean, I didn't think nothing of it at the time. I was just trying to get through the game. I think by that point and stuff, it was like, Sony has reportedly canceled multiple in-development games in the recent months with no official explanation. The idea that some or all of these projects involve Sweet Baby Inc. lends credibility to the insider's claims. This also raises the question if Sony is cutting ties quietly. How many other studios are prepared to do the same? They need to do the same and stuff. Even though Kim Belair has said we need to terrify these studios and stuff. Listen, studios, if you're smart, you know that you have more power than Kim Belair does and stuff. And you can tell her to fuck off. Now you're gonna get slandered by those weirdos, right? But you got the fans. You got us to come and support you. And be like, good job, you did well, Sony. This is why people still play your PlayStation. So this will be a smart move for Sony right here, Wes.
Yep.
If they just do it. Fuck what the weirdos say. Listen to the fans. Like what The Rock would say. Listen to the fans. And you will be rewarded handsomely. People will buy your PlayStations. People will play your games. Because you have decided that you care for the fans. That you still care for the fans stuff. That you still want the fans to have the experience. GDC appearances at Virtual Sickly aside. Let's see. Oh, we already read about that. That's already something we already know. Blah blah blah. That's basically it and stuff. So yeah. So maybe, but what I want to get out of this and stuff. Maybe Wolverine has a chance, Wes.
Yep, maybe he has a chance.
Yep. Maybe they looked at that. It was like we need to make Wolverine a hit. Wolverine is one of Marvel's biggest characters, and if we fail with that, we're gonna be in big trouble. And not to mention, Deadpool Wolverine came out a year ago, and you saw how they must have saw like. I feel like they must have saw how well Wolverine was well received when that movie came out, and they was like, okay, we got to do this. We got to get rid of them and just fucking make a good Wolverine game. So yeah, West. we finally got the cost of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Wes.
Oh boy, how much is it, Chopper?
Past $400 million. Yeah, that face explains everything. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny ended up being one of the most expensive movies ever made, as it came to $419 million.
My God.
Are you kidding me? According to the filings recently released by Disney. What were you thinking, Disney? Where the fuck did that money go?
Already told my little theory. Right into the pocket of Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Oh yeah, they gave her that money. I feel like that's what it was. Yeah, this woman right here, she laughed into the bank. She said amen and laughed into the bank.
And she's taken from Amazon. She's taken from Disney. When is it gonna stop?
Like, when you gonna stop letting these activists get into your compass and do this to you, Disney? This is now like this is now more. This probably happened more times. So she's probably not the only one. All these activists they got working for Disney probably taking their money. And all these brands and stuff. And guess what? That $419 million, you think they'll make And with a brand like Indiana Jones, right? You think they'll make a lot of money back, like over $2 billion in the box office, right? You're dead wrong.
They didn't even scratch that budget.
This is close to Captain America Brave New Worlds, but money that it made. This is Indiana Jones, folks. A brand that everybody should be very eager to see. And when they heard about Phoebe Waller-Bridge possibly taking over that mantle, they noped the fuck out. Now, the good news for Indiana Jones, though, is that we actually got a game that made up for that fucking this trash ass travesty of a story, right? Called Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which was actually received well. And I played it and stuff, and I enjoyed it and stuff. I didn't hate the game, except for I thought that the character that I thought that Gina was annoying. That was just about it. And she didn't do like no girl ball shit and stuff. No, she didn't do the girl ball shit and stuff. And then when she tried it, stuff shit happened to her. So there was that. Like she got knocked out by a thing that fell on her. Still a good Indiana Jones game. A lot. They should They should have did that instead of this shit. Why you didn't give us Indiana Jones and the Great Circle? Why you didn't put Indiana Jones and the Great Circle in the fucking theaters and give us this shit? You would have made millions of money, but Disney doesn't think like that. Disney
must be allergic to money at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
it said that, you know where that money went? To Bethesda. Bethesda cared for the franchise at least. And they got the money and stuff. So at the end of the day, they might have had some bad PR, but they walked out clean. So good job, Bethesda and Disney once again. With their heads down. We gotta talk about James Bond, Wes. I think fucking James Bond is screwed. I really honestly think that James Bond is screwed. There is no... Huh?
Yeah, like, what even? Why?
There's no way that a fucking brain dead corporation would do some shit like this. You already didn't fucking made people lose hope in this and stuff. Why in the hell would you do this to these posters that are long made and stuff? They got rid of their infamous, all the Bond infamous guns. The Walther P2K, I should add, right?
Yep.
They got rid of it. Because apparently that Walther P2K was problematic. They got rid of the Walther P2K out of their heads. This looks fucking silly. If you saw it. Look what they did to my favorite Bond. Right Jesus there, he's supposed Christ. To hold his Walther P2K silenced. My favorite Bond, man. That's not even half of it stuff. Look, they even did it to Daniel Craig, the least favorite Bond. Y'all don't even respect Daniel Craig, even though he's not even like everybody doesn't really like him as Bond. It's like, you know, they don't even respect their own, Wes. But it's really but the really real crime is that you did it to Sean Connery, Timothy Dalton, I think that is, right?
I think.
Or that's Roger Moore. It might be Roger Moore and stuff. I might be fucking hallucinating. But if it is Roger Moore and stuff, you did this to Roger Moore, Sean Connery, and Pierce Brosnan. But if you think that's all they did, Wes, take a look at this, Wes. They did it to all the Bonds! Every single Bond movie has gotten censored. What? So let me get this straight. So apparently, what you try to preach to us, Amazon, something about gun rights? We don't want to hear about that. Seriously? Seriously? Somebody who's got the license to kill. He's been rewarded by the MI6 that he has permission to do whatever it takes to get the mission done. And you want to do shit like this? Unbelievable, Wes. Unbelievable. Oh wait. Let's see. I think there was some post about the girls too. It's here we go. Here's an example I wanted to make. No, that's not. It's not even a bump. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yes, they took out the Bond girls from the posters too while they were at it. Really? Amazon, you're fucking up. You're fucking up before you even touch it. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Wow. Let me see something right quick. The Bond girls are the staple of James Bond, and you took that out, Amazon and stuff. Even the Daniel Craig movies had Bond girls. So what you gonna do next now? So now James Bond's just not allowed to have not allowed to work with Bond girls no more? Is that what I'm getting at now?
Yeah, it sure sounds like it.
We're not allowed to see that no more and stuff. Look at that shit. That's a Bond girl right there, and then the villainess right next to him. One of my most favorite posters of this and stuff. This is why I loved Pierce Brosnan as Bond and stuff, because it was just like they had the I love the posters for it because they had the villainess Xena on the top and Natalia right next with him and stuff. I was like, wow, they had the fact is they got the villain, one of the villains, to pose a picture of James Bond. Just imagine that was an actual scene, Wes. She basically's like, I'm gonna kill you, Bond, right here. That'd been kind of a nice action scene right there. She fucking tricks him into a picture and stuff. So she tries to kill him and stuff, but then that turned into a little fight. Wow, what a this is tragic. This is tragic that they took the Bond girls out and the gun. You fucking, like, all I gotta say is this stuff. Amazon, you're fucking up. You released that Bond movie that has the every definition of a Bond that is a soy boy Bond, that, or he's gay, or he gets ridiculed by women or something like that and stuff. You could kiss this franchise goodbye. I can promise you that. You don't. I think this is part of your only chance to prove yourself here. Prove yourself here. It looks like you fucking gonna bury it before it even begins. Because I don't think people are gonna give you much chances with this stuff. It's either you do it right the first time, or it's goodbye James Bond. Basically, we'll just go back. We'll just watch the old Bond movies, even Daniel Craig's Bond movies, and just enjoy those. Oh, and even better yet, I'll show you. I'll show you something. Okay, look at this. Even better yet, play the games. Like Agent Under Fire. Look at that. I like hey, look at that. That's also one of my favorite posters and stuff, cuz look at that girl. I love the cleavage right there, Wes. I love looking at that. That's some nice cleavage from Agent Nightshade. It's your choice, Amazon. It's your choice. Do it right or get the fuck out. What do you think they're gonna do, Wes? You think they're gonna do it? They're gonna get their shit together, or it's over?
I think it's over.
Yeah. Well, at least I got the video games, and I can go back and watch the movies. Oh, by the way, Amazon, you don't gotta worry about that too if you fuck it up and stuff, because also there's still a dedicated fan base to doing GoldenEye mods and stuff. That GoldenEye 007 mods is still going loud and strong in N64 for Nintendo 64. There's even mods of people making GoldenEye 007 mods where it's basically the other movies, all the other movies and stuff. I think somebody released a Goldfinger 64. We could play as Sean Connery's Bond. So, hey, at least there's a diehard James Bond fan that will stay here forever while Amazon has nothing. So we got to talk about the last thing, Wes. Netflix did it again.
Because of course they did.
Yep, Netflix did it again. It's cuties all over again. And now, guess what's happening? Hold on, let's see. Because here's the worst thing. Elon Musk is one of the biggest influencers. Got this happening. Yeah, well, you guys grooming over here doing the same exact thing as you didn't learn from cuties and stuff. You're about to learn now not to do this shit to children and stuff. Because parents wants to raise their children and stuff. They don't need your help. And yet here you are doing it again and stuff. So now you're getting cancellations all over the place. And the sad part about this whole thing is that Netflix has the BioShock franchise. That's what I'm worried about. This is why I'm worried about it, because somebody trusted BioShock to be under this company, and they're gonna fuck that up. So we're gonna give you some exhibits. We're not gonna watch the whole thing and stuff. If it gets too cringy and stuff, I'm shutting the thing down. We're just gonna move on and stuff. So this part gonna breeze through very quickly on how disgusting this can get and stuff. Basically, the reason why Netflix is in the state they're in and stuff. Like, check this out. Like, check this shit out.
Here, you can try.
Oh fuck, I forgot. Netflix may Oh well, if I don't get paid for this, that's fine.
My name is Thomas. I use they and them for my pronouns.
Moving on. They them pronoun. Why? To kids. Moving on, West. Not even gonna question it. Exhibit B. Strawberry Shortcake. A girls' TV show.
Correct response.
What? First of all, why the fuck, when they see, whoever made this TV show, why did they, every time they see a black person, why do they think we wear these fucking haircuts, Wes?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I'm so tired of having to see this shit in these shitty ass TV shows and video games and shit that they think everybody looks like Miles Morales. Does it look like hey, you idiots out there? Does it look like I carry myself like that? Because I damn sure don't. So I'll fucking blow my brains out before I do that. This right here is a definition of a fake nigga right here. A fake nigga. Why does niggas think that shit is okay to do? This is fake nigga shit. Now watch this.
Like cotton candy clouds floating in a blue sky, Banafi will slide that runway.
Oh my god. Exhibit C. I wanted to kill myself after seeing that shit. That's embarrassing. This is why I always say, how did Michael Jackson do it? Yeah, Exhibit C here is interesting.
I've got eyes on the cake. Flowers are inbound. People, there's
Gay marriage
This is
in
Cherry
kids'
Chip
TV shows.
reporting from the wedding of the year. Everyone's favorite karate instructor, Sensei Dave, will be marrying mixed martial arts champion Jiu-Jitsu.
This is a and look at the characters. All I gotta say is, for those true parents out there, protect your fucking kids, please. I'm really scared for this world now. This here is not funny. This here is not fun. All right, one more. Exhibit D, the final exhibit of our of this.
It's not the
By the way, this one right here is advertised for 7-year-olds too, West.
It's not the park. It's me. I'm trans, Norma. And everyone at school knows, and everyone at home knows. And being here, it's like a whole new place. I can just be Barney.
They put a Ah!
It hurts.
There you go. That's all. That's all. I'm not gonna play through this whole shit. Oh my god, man. Netflix, you are fucking retarded. I'm glad that was the last thing we did right there. I'm glad. That right there.
Yeah. I don't know if I have the strength to keep going after that, Chopper.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. But yeah, you get the whole picture. I'm just gonna close that so we can get off, so I could go play some Alien Rogue Incursion stuff because I heard that game's actually a banger and stuff. Oh wait. I guess I could give my thoughts. I did say I was gonna give my thoughts about Black Ops 7 before we go.
Yeah.
I guess I can go ahead and do that. All right, let's go ahead and do that and stuff. Make up for that and stuff. But I'll give my thoughts about the Netflix. Netflix. This is why people are canceling your shit. You decide to do that. You decide to promote gay shit to kids, and stuff. Like I'm not the one that that will judge you if you're gay, trans, or anything stuff. But these are kids, and they have to grow up first and stuff. See, when I finally have kids at the house, they have to stay normal and stuff. But like I say, when they start to grow up and basically when they get ready to move out and stuff, I could care less and stuff, just as long as they don't, they don't do nothing they're not supposed to and stuff. But once they finally out my house, out my house stuff, they're free to do what they want to do, right? Because they're grown. I'm not gonna tell a grown person what to do with their life and stuff because it has nothing to do with me at that point. I raised them to the best I can. Now they gotta learn life themselves. That's the way I look at it and stuff. This should not. This y'all should not be able to tell us what to do with this shit in kids shows. So Netflix is about to fuck around and find out again, Wes. As if cuties didn't do it to them the first time. That's all I gotta say about that and stuff. But anyways, Call of Duty Black Ops 7. We played it and stuff, and I guess I might as well show you the gameplay that I did. You see a little recap. There you go. Wow, this is the new Call of Duty game, isn't it, Wes? So good, isn't it?
Oh yeah, totally.
Hey, this is gonna blow
Man, this looks so fun. I can't wait to buy the Vault Edition.
Yeah.
God dang, that fucking hurt me.
Yep. There's nothing really much to change. This is basically just Black Ops 6, but reskinned into the future. Now, I'm not gonna say it's the worst thing ever and stuff. It's just nothing there. It's just nothing there, so I don't hate it, and I'm definitely not going to champion it. But is this all you can do, Call of Duty?
This is the best. Your best won't do.
This is the best you can do right here. Then they decide to go to the future to stuff like what? I can't wait to get to the campaign. I want to see what that campaign's about now that it's free. Like, good lord, man. Battlefield's like, okay, I understand. Battlefield 6 and COD can be compared the same and stuff, but I can tell you one thing. So if anything is, Battlefield 6 is winning a lot of people's hearts right now. Look, I barely made that jump. That's funny. But Battlefield 6 is winning a lot of people's hearts and stuff because it had so much more to offer, West. And that was just the beta. And you saw when I played this game, you saw when I played Battlefield 6 how more enthusiastic I was about Battlefield 6, right? How much more fun I had and stuff. It was like this one here and stuff. It's good for friends. It's good to play with friends, right? So of course I'm gonna play it for that. But as for me playing solo and stuff, I don't know. So literally, right now, it's just a question mark for this. Activision really stooped this no, Wes. And then the zombies. Let's take a quick look at that. There's your zombies, Wes. You like it?
Oh God, this looks terrible.
That's zombies for you, right there. Hey, at least we can give them praise. At least they get brought back to ground-based zombies. So there's that. There's that going for it and stuff. But where's the hype in that? Where's the hype in this?
And I want to bring up this because this was a what the fuck moment to me. They had Call of Duty YouTubers, varying Call of Duty YouTubers. They had the Call of Duty zombie YouTubers and the multiplayer YouTubers.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that last night, right?
Yeah, and of course, Mr. Dalek JD was playing zombies because that's his shtick. Guess what? He got told, "Nah, we need you on Verdansk, bro. You get on Verdansk. You need to play Warzone."
So now so let me get this straight. So now they're morally focused on Warzone. So this is what I'm saying. Y'all focus on something that's basically falling apart. That the only reason why you're still alive is because you brought Verdansk back. But even then, how long will it have before Verdansk is just like nobody cares about it no more, right? Like how long does Verdansk have before everybody gets tired of that? And by the way, the only gun that is worth caring about is that Peacekeeper. That's the only gun that came back in this game so far. That's from Black Ops 2. I don't know what Activision does from here and stuff. Their next Call of Duty game is gonna be Modern Warfare 4. I don't even want to know what that's going to be about after what they did to Soap. That was a travesty what they did to Soap West.
Yeah, original trilogy Soap died valiantly.
Sacrificed his life for Yuri to complete the mission with Price, right?
This one, he just gets shot in the head. That's it.
That's it. Yuri barely in the game for like maybe one mission.
He's in there for like 5 minutes.
Yep. With a mission with Laszlo and stuff, and that's the last time you hear from Yuri. Yuri should have been the key part of that game. And they took him out of it stuff. He's not even a playable character in in any of the new Modern Warfare games. That's how sad it is. So, like I said, I don't know what Activision does from here and stuff. Because if this is the best they could give us, then like I said, Battlefield 6 might kick its ass. And that's not because they're two different games. It's because Battlefield 6 stuck their ground to what Battlefield's all about, right? COD lost their way as to what they were all about. It's Battlefield, they made a big comeback. That said, we're going back to basics with that shit. Like, that's what you need to do, COD. You need to go back to basics. Go back to basics with COD. And you can start by giving us a World War I game. Which you're not going to do, and I'm not looking for. And honestly, that's even a bad idea for me just saying that, Wes. Because the minute that we say that, we're gonna get fucking I don't know, a dinosaur, Jurassic World in World War One. Then we're gonna probably get Mr. Fantastic showing up. I don't even want to. So never mind. So, honestly, I don't know what you do from here. But that is sad that they and now in these and now in back to the discussion of the COD events and stuff. It used to didn't it used to be like where they could play anything they wanted to and stuff as long as it was part of it was a COD game, right? They could play zombies campaign or the multiplayer, right? That the gamers had their own option. Do you remember or what?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Well, if that was the case, let's just say if they did and stuff, why the fuck would you not let a zombies YouTuber do his thing? COD is losing everything of its meaning and stuff. That's all it is to it and stuff. That's why I did not waste my time. That's why I did not waste my time buying Black Ops 7. I know West is not going to waste his time buying this game. I don't even think, let alone even play it. When is the last time?
I'm not.
When's the last time? Somebody asked Wes, when's the last time you played a Call of Duty game? This man's going to tell you, not since 2015. Oh, shit. No, actually, you played Modern Warfare 2019.
And Modern Warfare 2022.
Yeah. So it's been 3 years now. Oh, shit. So, yeah, that's my thoughts about Black Ops 7. It's nothing there. Nothing there. I can't even get mad at it. I can't even get excited for it. And stuff. So, yeah. Anything else? We're done?
Yeah, we're done.
All right. So, this is Chopper signing out for now. Peace.